bunch of Mega Drive games. That's cool. It's mostly sports. $250 for a 64. We are at Salvation Army. Prices in this store are ridiculous, but my brother works in this area and I'm picking him up from work, so we'll see what they have. Fuck, it's bright. It's hot too.
And they kind of all powder keg together and often been the beginning of the end for quite a few relationships.
37 Sport. Neds, it's time to bet. Gamble responsibly. After 13 seasons with Ford and Tickford Racing, Supercars veteran Mark Winterbottom has top teams. He'll now be behind the wheel of a Holden for Irwin Racing. And Daniel Ricciardo says he made the right decision switching to Renault, even though he's not expecting to trouble the big teams early.
Apple uses the same people as these Chinese brands. The thing is that Apple might have to be charging more for their product, they said, because the phone Samsung's going to drop them from, they're not going to sell their stuff to Samsung anymore, up to Apple. Because if the Samsung Huawei or whatever, Huawei.
So yeah, Wii games for $20 each. A couple PS1 games. $10 saved Odyssey isn't bad, but you don't expect those kind of prices at a thrift store, man. No way. A lot of UFC stuff. Oh, damn. K1. Tick Zero, Overeem. Couple good guys in there. Sealed. Had a quick look in one of the locals. Nothing. Hey guys, welcome to the pickup recap. My face looks a bit scruffy at the moment. I need to trim that back a bit. Cat bus here that I got a little while ago. All my DS stuff. We have a bunch of stuff to show here. I can't even speak today, so a lot of stuff. Let's just dive right into it. I'm just going to film like this for video game hunting videos because it's a bit easier than sitting down and setting up the tripod. Oh boy, where do we begin? I guess we will start here. I have a bunch more stuff to show. Bunch more stuff. It's just seeing get around to it. All that stuff's on Computer Exchange. When a Computer Exchange just got a bunch of stuff with all the credit I've been saving up, so I'll make a video for that eventually. This stuff was all from Goodna. I usually go to Goodna once a week just to have a quick look around. See, only the Cash Converters has anything there. It's like they have a few pawnbrokers, a few op shops, but they usually never have anything. Like one op shop is doing DVDs for $1, and I had a quick look, and I'm like, I just couldn't find anything. But I did find this stuff. This was in a new location, one that I'd never noticed before. It was like a independent pawnbroker, and they had Nintendo DS games for $30 each there. So I think they had a Nintendo Wii for like $80. So it's like two old people inside it running it, so I doubt they really know anything about video games. They're just seeing stuff and thinking it has value, so not going to stop in there all the time, but I found these. They gave them to me for $1 each. We have Dynasty Warriors 3 on the PlayStation 2 here, Japanese version. I thought for $1. Hiccups. For $1, why not? It's in good shape. It's all official. Whenever I find Japanese games, if you've usually have been taken care of, which is always nice. In WarioWare Smooth Moves, I do already have this, so this will probably go up on the eBay. I won't list too much for it because I don't think it's worth that much. They discounted 99 cents to give it to me for $1. It was a good deal. And at the cash converters there is where I always find stuff, so I found all of this for $5 each. We have, this will replace, let's go out and see it. House tour. There you go. Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction. I have like a Platinum Hits version, so I thought $5. I'll replace it, and I can probably sell. I need to clean up. Can probably sell my other version for $5, so it's like I'm upgrading for free. Saints Row, Get Out of Hell, really fun game. Sonic Unleashed, that's to sell. I thought this was worth about $15-20, but it's only worth about 10, so I probably shouldn't have grabbed it. But Street Fighter X Tekken. Actually, I believe these were 5 for $20. Yeah, they did these for $4 each for some reason. And I went back to grab more, and someone else was grabbing them when he heard that. So I was like, ah, man, I missed out on like a copy of Cars Racer-Rama on the PS3, which I would have grabbed for $4. I want to pay for all of it. The Ratchet and Clank trilogy, not all of it, but it's about a $25-30 game. Even, hey, with the manual, that's awesome. Dragon Ball Raging Blast, I'll need to check my collection. These are separate. Smurfs 2. Figured $4. This game looks pretty stupid. It's like a 3D platform. I always dig those. I'll try random PS3 games if they're under $5. And what I've been looking for a long time. Sengoku Basara Samurai Heroes. This is a Capcom game. Not really worth anything. It's just not one I have really ever seen. So good to pick that one up. I have some 3DS games as well. Two that aren't very good and one that's a really doozy. A real doozy. So we have Lego City Undercover, The Chase Begins. Might be good, I don't know. The Wii U game is good. Regular Show, Mordecai and Rigby in 8-Bit Land. I hid the other one, so you don't have to see it yet. This looks pretty fun. It looks like a Super Nintendo game. Looks good. And for $5, Fire Emblem Fates Birthright. I've not really played any of the newer Fire Emblem games. I kind of keyed it off after the Wii version. I know there are a lot of them out now. That went flying. Yeah, that's in there. I doubt it ever came with a manual. This is a pretty new game too, 2016, so that was a really good one to find for $5. EB Games has been bringing the sales recently. It seems like whenever they start a new sale, they do have a little bit of good stuff. They had all $18 and under PS3 and Xbox 360, Wii games, DS, all of that stuff. If they were $18 and under, you could get 4 for $20, which is awesome. I grabbed just from random stores. I think I went to Toowong, Indrapilli, one in the city, you know, just on my travels out and about. We have Record of Agarist War 0, complete in there. I'll have to check that against my copy. Residents of Fate, I don't know if I have this one. Not really worth anything, but it is a cool looking game. Sega doesn't make too many RPGs, but the ones they usually make are pretty good. Like Phantasy Star. Two Worlds 2, Game of the Year Edition. I have Two Worlds 2, but I did not have this Game of the Year Edition, so I thought, yeah, that's cool. See how it is. This was an awesome find. I wish this was on PS3, but Dead Rising 2, the Zombrex Edition. This comes with a steelbook, and it's set up like a medication case, which is so weird. It originally came with a soundtrack, but I don't really need the soundtrack. And check this out. It's like a bloody diabetes shot. It's not got anything in it, unfortunately. I guess a junkie stole it. Shut themselves up to stop themselves from becoming a zombie for another day. Hey, as long as I got some use out of it, right? I hope this didn't come with a real needle. That's cool for $5. Zack and Wiki, Quest for Barbaros Treasure. I believe these were from the Toowong store. Cool one there. Not worth a whole lot, just a fun game. That one will be up for sale or trade. And the Dynasty Warriors Gundam series. So we have 1, 2, and 3 there. This one is worth about 20. These two 10 to 15, so I'll make my money back on them. And those are cool games, but I have them on the PS3, so I just don't need them on the 360. But selling them will help pay for that stuff and this stuff. EB Games was doing crazy clearances on 3DS stuff, so one of the guys I follow on Twitter, he was complaining about how they have these amazing deals on games, and then when you go to look them up, there's like availability in a store only like 1,000 kilometers away from you in another state, so it's like they have these sales but they're not even worth it. But I did manage to find a couple near me. Yeah, Little Battlers Experience, $4 for that. That's a great price. I think a Cash Converters near me has this for 16, so definitely a better price than that. Cool looking game, by the way. Zelda Triforce Heroes. This was a cool one to find, $12. I'll pay $12 for a main Zelda title. I think this is like the Four Swords adventure. How you can play multiple characters in the one kind of setting. It's pretty cool. I believe this one was down to like between 4 and 8. Cold Decept Revolt. It's a card battler, strategy RPG. There's a bunch of these games out there. I'm looking for the one on the DS, but until then, this will do. This might have the, yeah, I'll tell you what I paid for it. $9, damn, got ripped off. And this was, I think this was also $8 or $9. Yeah, this was $9 too. Throw those in the pocket. RPG Maker Fez. RPG Maker, very long-running series. You can get them on the PC. I don't plan to make my own RPGs, but this has a app attached to it that allows you to download RPGs. So you can basically, if you buy this game, you get like every RPG everyone has ever made for it. So it is worth it. Yeah, I usually don't get anywhere near that amount from EB Games, but I'm not going to complain. Good to get. Save that stuff for last. This stuff was all from the Cash Converters in Fortitude Valley, and I know that because I got them all today. Actually, these were from a separate trip, but they were from the same store, so pretty much the same deal. Got some PlayStation 1 games. They were $1 each in this store, so I was like, yeah, I'll buy some for $1 each. World Cup 98, that'll just be a nice replacement case. One for the collection, Formula Kart Special Edition. I'm sure this is the Mario Kart killer that Sony fans were waiting for. WCW Nitro, which is in significantly better condition than my copy. So my copy had crack in the case, no insert, so better to get this copy and then I can just, I don't know, throw that in the trade bin. Not a very good game. And WCW versus the World. I thought it was versus NWO, but no. WCW versus the World. This is a cool one to get. Were the NWO a thing when this game came out? I don't know. We got Chris Benoit, Lex Luger, Dean Malenko, Ric Flair, Eddie Guerrero, and Hulk Hogan. 2 of those people in there are dead. It's a shame because like it's the best 2. That's a cool one to find. Yeah, they're all in there. $1 each. You can't say no to that. Also had these 2 DS games. $1 and $2. Why not? Scribblenauts. I have Super Scribblenauts, I think. Super Scribblenauts. So now I have the first one and the second one, which is dope. And Real Crimes: A Unicorn Killer. I'm looking for all these like point-and-click adventure games on the Nintendo DS, so most of them are pretty cheap. It's just a matter of finding them. Because like if it's stuff that's like $2, $3, I'm not going to buy it online because then I'm paying $2 plus like $5 postage. It's no point. But I can just find them out on my own. Speaking of PS1 games, no, I did not pay $20 for a China Phillips CD. That is a replacement case for... Bam! Spyro Year of the Dragon. It was $20, $1 for the CD, so I guess 21 bucks. But 21 bucks for Spyro Year of the Dragon is pretty good, and I'm never getting this sticker off. This is the last Spyro game I needed for my collection, which is awesome. Now I have just all of them. There we go. Let's throw that in the collection right now. Remember last week I found a disc-only copy of this, but it did not work, so much better to get this one. S. Put it there so it doesn't fall down. We'll work that out later. And the China Phillips CD. She's a good singer, let's leave it at that. And finally... Oh wait, no, not finally, what am I doing? We found this stuff in the cash converters there also. All of these, $3 each, hell yeah. Command & Conquer, Red Alert, 3 Ultimate Edition, I always get 15 to 20 for them. Grand Theft Auto 5, worth about 10. Pain, about a $10, $15 game. $3, why not? Tony Hawk's Project 8, I believe this is one for the collection. And Need for Speed Carbon, I will probably keep this copy as well. Like whenever I get a copy of this, I always sell it, so I'll just keep this copy, it's cheap enough. And 2 copies of Red Dead Redemption, $3 each. The discs aren't amazing on them, but I will go and get them buffed for $1. And I'll try and sell them for $15 each, otherwise Computer Exchange gives me $10 for each of these, so not losing money there. And that's some special stuff. Went to the honey hole, never telling you guys where it is, never going to film anything in there, but they had some stuff for me. First up, we'll just show the movies first off. We have some 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays, which is pretty cool for $3. Patriots Day, and Maze Runner The Scorch Trails. 4K Blu-rays aren't really worth anything when they're used, but they're just cool to find, you know? And Ghost in the Shell for $3. That's a pretty new release. I'm pretty sure that came out a year or two ago, so definitely one I wanted to check out. I love the anime and the anime series, so we'll see how that is. I heard mixed things about it, but if I just go in thinking it's a good action movie, it'll probably be a good action movie. Love this dude. He never gets augmentations, even though everyone else is like a robot. He just uses the old pistol, and he lets himself age. Also DVDs, a few horror movies. Kane and See No Evil. This is a great horror movie. I don't care what anybody says. It's fantastic. Stigmata. I bought this because I saw Patricia Arquette and I'm like, Patricia Arquette is Jesus? Okay. We'll see it. And Prom Night, which has Jamie Lee Curtis. Can't go wrong there. That guy's got his head chopped off. That's good stuff for the back there. We'll see how that is. And a couple of recoupers. You know, 15, 20 each. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. How's the disc on that? Oh, shit. This is the second time I bought a copy of Black Ops 2 and not checked the disc. Damn, I'll take it to my guy. See what he can do. That's like ring burn. That sucks, but this is a $25 bill. Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition. How are the discs on these? Please don't be the same. I'll take these to my guy as well. Just because if I'm gonna sell something, I want them to be in good condition. I don't want to be sending a game that technically works, but it's gonna like mess up 90% of the way into the game, you know? Not that kind of seller. This stuff was in an op shop kind of close to the honey hole spot, that cash converters. This was a spot that really raised the price on any video game they got. They would have all of their games behind a case, and they would say, okay, we have our price on it, and then next to our price is the eBay price, so you can't haggle or complain. And a couple of times I saw that, I was just like, okay, I'm not stopping in here anymore. And I did stop, and it's been a few months since I went in there. I went in there this time, they had old DVDs for $1 each, so I grabbed this one. The missus loves this movie, Santa's Apprentice. We watched this movie last year as like a date night thing, and she really loved it, so we'll give it another watch and see how it is. It's the UK version too. I can still watch that on my PC. And this stuff, these were $5 each because I had a look in the video game case just to have a look. And the person running it said, oh, we have a bunch of DS games coming out, would you like to see them? And I said, yeah. I'm looking at video games, you don't think I want to look at more? Hell yeah. It's like, guys, someone's looking at a bar of gold and someone comes up and says, hey, I have a fucking mine full of gold, do you want to go see it? Nah, this one gold bar is good for me, man. Of course I want to see more, come on. They brought these out and it's like, they brought out 6 DS games. The only ones I didn't get were Nano Stray 2, which I grabbed a copy of that anyway, they had a loose copy. And Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS because it was an American copy, so I wouldn't have been able to play it. But this one was the only one that came complete. Unfortunately, these were $5 each, by the way, which is a fantastic price. Some idiot wrote their name on the back. And then it looks like they tried to scrape it off, which just ruined the label, so it's like, yeah, I don't really know what to do about that. I might just print off my own label for that, but the rest of it is in there, so I can't complain for $5. And these are all loose cartridge, but I went and printed out cases for them, and they look pretty good, you know. You look at this one compared to that one, you can tell they're not perfect, like the artwork doesn't line up and stuff, and it's just not perfect, but for a home job, they will do fine. They're not to sell, they're for my own collection, so it doesn't matter too much. And the games he brought out, they're like, I need that for my collection, I need that for my collection, I need that for my collection. And he actually had to call over the manager to check what the prices, were, and he was trying to say $10 each, because I think he was the dickhead that was been pricing games individually. And she said, $5 each if you want them. So I said, yep, I'll grab these. Grab Contact, which is Atlas developed, I think. Not just Atlas published, but Atlas developed. It's not great, but it's pretty cool. I remember having this one back when I originally had my DS collection. I really enjoyed it. Dementium the Ward, I love this game. One of the only horror games on the DS, along with Moon. It's also one of the only first-person shooters on the DS along with Moon. This one didn't come out great in the print, but it looks fine. It's a lot like Silent Hill, but in a first-person view, and like, you know how in Silent Hill you have the big overworld, and you have all the kind of dungeon areas you explore? Not like dungeons, like inside of buildings and stuff, but they're set up like dungeons, how you have to go in separate levels, rooms, find keys, stuff like that. It's a lot like that, but as a first-person shooter, it's really good. There's a second one too that I'm looking for. Yeah, this was the cool one. Bangai-O Spirits. I was thinking I would never ever find a copy of this again. I had this in my original DS collection, and I sold them all like an idiot. I sold them all for like only 2/3 of what they were worth, so they all sold really quick. But then I wanted them back, so yeah, I guess it's not too bad. I sold all my DS games for a massive profit, and now I'm getting them back cheaply, so it's like, it was an investment. And I got them back, and I have more money because I sold them, so it's not a bad thing. But yeah, this game is awesome. This game, it's a shoot 'em up, but you have like full control of your character, and you can like turn him on the plane of view that you're on. It's really, really good. You have like a sword and stuff. It's crazy good. Definitely check out Bungo Spirits if you haven't. I think this one came with... No, I thought this one came with the manual, but just the cartridge though. But still awesome. $5 each. Those were definitely the find of the week for me. Okay, that will be it for this game hunting video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to go out and enjoy the beautiful sunlight on my day off. And I'll make a video for those eventually. No rush. See you guys later. Have a good one. And thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who watched my last video game hunting video. It's gotten really popular actually. It's got like 250 views, which usually I only get like 100 views in a video, if that. So I don't know why that one was more, but it's good that you guys enjoy them. I will keep making them if you guys enjoy them. So let me know if you want to see more. See you in my house. Bid you guys farewell. Have a good one. Bye bye.
And that's all, folks.